San Antonio. Winning impressively by 33 points on Tuesday. As San Antonio, without this guy, Dennis Rodman, who's playing some defense inside, wanting to close it out. They do not want to go back to the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. John Stockton kicks it out to Malone. Malone with a good look. And you should have watched as she came in. Everyone was gathering around. Here's Stockton from outside.
Well, Gary, San Antonio start.
Dale Ellis had struggled so much in shooting the ball. He hit his first shot, as you mentioned a while ago. That gets away from Robinson. Stockton with a steal. Stockton gets Miguel Knight up in the air and has good body control and nails it anyway, and he has 9 points.
Oh, Gary, that reload shot, that's what Jerry Sloan is afraid of. The Admiral takes away the inside game.
Malone trying to get this back to the Alamo Dome, the game that would be played on Saturday. And it goes. Nice catch by Philton Spencer, and he draws it. They want to push it up at every chance, get into their half-court game as quickly as possible, and execute. That's what Jerry Sloan said this morning. Felton Spencer gets...
Plus he picked up 2 early fouls. Knight came in, really didn't get the job done. Lucas going back with Del Negro.
Miguel Knight was 0 for 4 shooting.
All movement is what created that shot. There was no rotation that could cover that.
14 points for Ellison. And Lucas is making no move to get him out of there, even though he committed his 4th foul. Here is Malone, a sweeping hook. Utah does not want to go back to San Antonio. They want to avoid that in every way they can. As Chambers wide open, and Stockton with like a quick draw from the hip on that pass.
Oh, a blue darter.
The biggest lead the Spurs had was 7 in the first quarter. Utah has led by as many as 6. Malone. 5-point lead now for San Antonio. Chambers, the veteran, running left-hander. Rebound, Lloyd Daniels. Daniels has been doing a strong job. Spurs and Stockton with a steal. John Stockton coming up with a theft. 7:45 left in the game. Stockton to Malone. Malone with Robinson out. And again, that's a dynamic duo again. Daniels against Jay Humphries. Malone with a rebound. That's his 11th. Stockton to Benoit.
Oh! David Benoit! That'll get the crowd in the game.
And it cuts. Miguel Knight, leaner, tough shot. Followed by Rodman up there. Benoit's got it. Rodman almost pulled it off. Inside the Chambers. Chambers with the left-hander, got it.
He was wide open. Nobody saw. Finally, John Stockton got it to him. Got it to him late. Tommy Chambers able to get it down.
You see John Lucas calling the play. His team now trailing by 1. The Jazz on a 6-0 run. Stockton now with 12 assists in the ballgame. 77-76, Utah. The crowd standing as Stockton comes up with a steal. Ahead to Humphries. Willie Anderson tries to block it. Nice change to the left hand by Humphries.
Sensational pass by John Stockton. A no-look three-quarter court pass. The crowd totally involved. He is jammed and challenged. Who thought that he could see this well and pick out Jay Humphries streaking down the court? Now Humphries is challenged. Ellis, he was wide open, nailed it.
That's the Spurs' first field goal in the last 4.5 minutes as Malone with a shot hook.
Ball kind of lipped and rolled in, tried but fell.
Guess who got the assist? Stockton, number 14. Robinson has it stripped. Willie Anderson right to save it. Stockton to Benoit.
Loose ball. You won't, Tommy Chambers taps it. You won't believe that John Stockton can come up with this. You can't realize the distance he made up to get it. And then he just bats it, puts it up to David Benoit, says, take it yourself, big guy. You do it, you do it.
He was cheerleading, wasn't he?
Sure was. Let him shoot a free throw into those balloon worms.
They jump out, track John Stockton. David Benoit, who's played very well in this 4th quarter. Karl Malone with 6 seconds on the shot clock.
So he tried a couple of double teams. Didn't work.
Approaching 3 minutes left in this one. Maybe the entire season for San Antonio to Benoit. Stockton with another assist. 16 for John Stockton. He's just taken over the game. Dale Ellis from the corner. Robinson tries to save it. Chambers comes out to Benoit. 3-on-1. Benoit to the hole. Stockton at 9 points.
See, Sleepy Floyd is in the game now. His job, deny John Stockton the ball.
And he can do that. He is a defensive stopper. And here's Stockton finally getting it away from Malone as Sleepy Floyd fighting through the picks. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3. That is a 2, and Malone hit it.
Oh, my.
The mailman's delivered.
Available. See the good hard screen by Karl Malone. It forces David Robinson to move over and help on John Stockton, freeing up Malone. The challenge by Dale Ellis.
Only attempted one tonight. He inbounds the ball. You see the time remaining. The Jazz by 3. Out it comes to Ellis. It's broken up by Malone and Benoit. There was the owner, Larry Miller, out hugging Karl Malone, and the Jazz have won their first round series.
Well, it looked like they did run the back pick, step out for Dale Ellis. David Robinson didn't really...
Tonighty, our Budweiser player of the game. Look at these numbers. Stockton, 18 assists, 11 of those in the fourth quarter. And John, you guys said you're going to put it all on the line. You didn't want to go back to San Antonio.
Talented, and they've had such a great year. Thank you. That we wanted to end it here. This is our best chance, and guys really stepped it up in that last quarter.
You and Malone have been such a great 1-2 punch. He took the tough shots. You got the tough passes to him.
Well, Karl's been doing that for years, and I think he took it upon himself to, especially at halftime, not to let anything interfere with his concentration, and he was determined to go in there and make some big baskets for us, and he did just that.
John, you know, I've always admired your court vision, but this was the most dramatic example of it tonight. I always say that if you can see the pass before the coach on the bench can see it, you fooled me 3 times tonight. I mean, what was happening with the breakdowns? You found Benoit, you found Tommy Chambers inside. What was going on?
Well, mostly it was pick and rolls, and they were running at Karl, and it seemed like they were semi-doubling me, semi-running at Karl, and we've just been waiting at it all night. Guys, we kept saying step to the basket, and finally at the end a couple things opened up, but we've been looking for it all night, just hadn't been able to get there because they recovered so well.
The one thought I had, John, the Spurs stepped up tonight. They hit the threes. Ellis had a good night. Rodman came in, played his usual game. So you weathered the best they had to throw at you tonight.
I think they played a heck of a game. They had us down there in the fourth quarter, and I thought that was crunch time. I think it would have been easy for us to say, oh, well, we'll get them in San Antonio, but I thought everybody stuck to their concentration. We got back in the game, and then once we got the lead, I thought the crowd carried us a little bit.
What about your next opponent?
Well, we don't know who it is yet, right?
They're even at 2, by the way,
That's
John.
right, 2-2.
Denver won tonight.
And so they got to go back to Seattle. Either way, tremendous teams. Obviously, Seattle has the best record in the league, best team in the league. It's going to be tough to beat them up there, and if it's Denver, we'll throw our luck out there too. So I'm looking forward to the next round. It doesn't matter who we're playing.
Great game, Johnny.
Well, you had
Thanks, Coach.
Seattle here 2-1 last year, remember, and you let them escape.
Well, hopefully we get another opportunity.
All right, John, congratulations.
Thanks.
As a